Okay, boys and girls, today's math lesson, we're going to be introducing ourselves to multiplication. What you need to make sure as you understand is multiplication is just what we call repeated addition. Okay, so for example, if we're looking at the above, it says how many blocks are there? So it says, to find how many when joining equal groups you can add or multiply. So this bumblebee is giving us some hints. So let's look at the above blocks. You have 2 red blocks, you have 2 red blocks, and you have 2 red blocks. If we were just going to add, we have to think that they are equal groups, right? There's 2, and there's 2. But how many groups of 2 do we have? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 groups of 2, which also means we have 3 2's. So if I take the first 2 plus the second 2 plus the second 2, I equal 6. This is our repeated addition sentence. Now, if I want to look at it when I go to multiply, I'm still using the same information. 3 groups of 2 stays 3 groups of 2. 3 2's are still 3 2's. But pay attention where the number here is written in word form, where the number up here is written in number form. When you are adding repeated addition, you're using both number forms when you're putting it in words. When you are looking at the multiplication of these, the 3 2's mean the 3 tells you how many of them are, and the 2's tell you what's in the group. So all I have to do for multiplication is I'm going to take the 3 that they're telling us, I'm going to use x, which is our multiplication sign, and I'm going to multiply it by the number in the group, which is telling us that it's 2's. So my multiplication sentence should read 3 times 2 equals 6. The same answer that I got from when I did repeated addition of 2 plus 2 plus 2. This 3 is just telling us how many of them that there were. There were 3 of them. So let's take that and apply it to a given sentence or example on this page, right? So they're showing us orange cubes that are connected. We know that by counting, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orange cubes in this group, which makes 5 right here. This group also has 5, which makes 5 right here. This group also has 5, which makes 5 right here. So if I'm adding, I'm doing 5 plus 5 plus 5, and I know that the answer will be 15. Now, I want to look at the word form. Remember, the number they're telling us first is telling us how many groups there are. This blank line here is asking for you to write in word form how many is in the group. We've already counted it out, and it told us here that there are 3 5's. So I'm going to write 5 on the 5's on the line. So 3 5's is the same as saying 5 plus 5 plus 5, which means I'm going to get 15. Now they want us to turn into a multiplication sentence. The 3 stayed the same because that tells us how many groups there are, but it's telling us how many are in that group. So I'm going to take the word form and I'm going to write it as a number form. 3 times 5 is still going to be 15. So what you are going to do is you're going to continue working on page 549. You're going to take it over to 550, which works the same way. And I'm going to give you a bit more of a challenge. You're doing the same thing, but now we're using pictures, and you're going to apply it to groups by looking at the picture. So they're still showing us that it's 3 groups of 2 in each. So they're going to give you your multiplication sentence, and you just have to count, equal out the number, right? So because it's in 2's, you could do 2, 4, 6, or you can count individual ones of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to finish this up with 552, just applying the same knowledge. Now, if you feel that you want to continue using that information, they're allowing you to go up to 3's on page 553 and 554. If you're even more excited, same idea of knowledge if you're going up to 557. and 558, and so on and so on, using all picture form. Okay?